Hello, good morning. Hello, Diablo. I just went in to take a look at Zilby to see if he wanted to come over, and you give me a good excuse to try to pick him up. I will be right back, and then we'll actually start for reals. Yep, I know. It's still on starting soon. Hold on, give me a second. My Stream Deck apparently stopped working because I updated. I got to use a mouse. Don't stop. Where? There we go. Hey, how you doing today? We have a cat. I am back. I'm at my house. I've got the good internet. We've got the two system streaming going on, so everything should be happy and good. Plus, we have cat because I didn't take him with me on the trip. But no, he doesn't want to say anything to the mic. Where do you want to go? Okay, you want to go up here? Not to immediately jump down and run away. Okay. Well, maybe he does. All right. Well, that was cat for today. Wait, maybe he just realized there's some new stuff around here. Unfortunately, OBS updated last night, and my Stream Deck hasn't updated, so I have to use my mouse for everything, including cat cam. But we can look at cat cam lording down on us. Well, he has to chase the one orange brain cell, something like that. Yeah. All right. There has been plenty of squirrels and dogs barking outside. He's been really interested in the windows, but the windows on that side of the house a lot more than the windows on this side of the house, unfortunately. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see if he comes back. At the very least, we at least got to see him for a little bit, right? Okay, so last time on stream, I was visiting my parents, and I was testing out some internet stuff. Well, testing out streaming on satellite internet, which was, I mean, sound worked fine. I've looked up some different things we can do next time I'm over there, which I'm not exactly sure when that is, but I'll probably be visiting again sometime in the future. And I'm going to do more streams there. And I think I have some ways to like make it better, but we'll have to like play around with them when the time comes. Until then, we have good internet here. Might as well use it. Twisted Seed, hello. How are you doing today? So right now we're going to be working on the Axum course. So this is the free Axum course we have on YouTube. It is an old version. It is 06 something, and we want to bring it up to 07.5. I'm sort of holding off on a paid Axum course until 1.0, so this is sort of like a good stopgap for like, hey, just make sure everything is working. And this being said, I ran this morning. What are you yelling at me about? So we created created a couple containers for API test database and Axum, the Axum. Oh, right, because I was going to try to wrap Axum in a Docker, like Dockerize Axum, but that didn't work. So maybe what we should do is first start with just 075ing all the lessons themselves, because they're not part of this entire thing. Is that true? I don't remember. Well, I guess like half of it we require an API of some kind, and we could use any of the APIs really. Frequenz, hello. How are you doing today? Full remake of the Axum course? No, not right now. It's probably not a full remake until 1.0 hits. They've obviously it's like 0.75 right now, but I think that there's a couple more dot releases that break changes before they eventually do a 1.0, which obviously again breaks changes. So that's my thought, is that we'll just, keep this up to date when there's breaking enough changes, and then do a full remake later when it makes sense. Okay, so you're not happy. I'm just going to close you, and let's see what we got here. If I remember correctly, this is a mono repo, and we have our backend. We have Rust, Axum. Right, we're on the updating to 0.75 branch. I don't think I have anything new on this branch either. Right, we have lessons. And hello world, data, and routing. Okay, well that's good. Do I have anything interesting here? No, not really. I guess we could just go. I'm guessing that it was hello world, then data, then routing was the order that I had done them in. Hello world seems like a good place to start, though. Okay, so we have one here. All right, let's I guess we'll just sort of launch this off, shouldn't we? Let's also make sure we're on the latest version of Rust. I bet I haven't updated Rust since, let's see, Rust version 1.80.1. All right. I don't know what that does. Ooh, please make a course about SurrealDB. Okay. And Axum together. So explore SurrealDB. So I've heard of SurrealDB, but I haven't really played around with it yet. So we'll I'll add that into my list of things to sort of check out and explore. And if it's something I like and sort of like feel good enough about, I'll add it to the backlog of course article thingies to create. But obviously I can't promise any time scale on that. Okay, so you're all up to date. Let's do a cargo run. And this should run exactly as it is right now, right? And then what did I use for... What did I end up using for the, like, actually API calls? Did I use Rapid API? Let's find out. I have like 3 of these installed, and I've used different ones for different purposes. Nope. Stop that. Were you trying to install something? No. Wait, yes? Remind me later. Okay. Local fusion auth. I saw a token. I'm like, wait a second, am I exposing something here? It's like, no, that was local fusion auth. I'm fine. Okay, so I don't have anything else here as part of my historical. So what are the other sort of API tools that I've used in the past. Just looking through my list of applications to see if I can recognize any. Let's see. I have too many apps. Insomnia was one, right? Virt virtue sub userable. Sorry about butchering your username, but hello. How are you doing today? Good old secretly scared to ruin your day. Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. Okay. Insomnia. Maybe. Oh, this is back when we were doing the Git stuff. You all remember that? That was fun. But then we have task stuff, which this does feel like our hello world thing, but new requests, I don't see a hello world in here. It's not from that. That was a different thing altogether. So I think this is close. This is really close, but I don't think it's exactly right. Okay, any other ones? Besides, well, I'll go ahead and launch it. Yeah, I don't see anything else in here. That might be it. So it's time for VS Code. Only for the Lightning or Thunderbolt or whatever this thing is called. Oh, that's wait, wasn't there a different profile? Profile. Introduction to Axum. Oh, cool. You've lost everything. All right, well then I guess we got to recreate these. Should we use Insomnia? This actually looks like I can zoom in big, so that's nice. Nope, don't do anything. How do I create a new folder? Call this intro to Axum. We want hello world. So that was like an entire project, right? So hello world. I'll throw. Oh, can I not nest? Okay, there it goes. I can nest folders. And let's go take a look at what we got here. So I want to Helix you. Oh, right, because you see that. Okay, so we're just main, and that just goes to local. Okay, localhost 3000. That should be easy enough. Anthony Danino, hello. How are you doing today? Your alias is from sendmail. Oh, vert user table, and you took down prod by omitting the T a long time ago. Oh, that's fun. I mean, not taking down prod, but hey, it's a fun. It's a fun username reference. All right, so what am I? Localhost 3000. That's what it's bound on. I don't have anything else running on 3000 right now, so we're fine. So if we come back to here, we're going to do a new HTTP request. Call this, I mean, obviously, hello world. Localhost 3000, and I think it was just a slash on that. We don't do anything else. It's a get, I believe, and so when we send, we get hello world back. All right, so part of this, like part of any updates, if you're ever sort of like having to do this, is do a test like this. Like even if you don't have automated tests for everything, at least test the entire thing. Okay, I don't need you. Test the entire thing so you know that it's working before you update it. And then we can go 517. Okay, so I was wrong. It was not 06. We're on 517. This is going to be a pretty major one. So we're going to go to 7. Is it 7.5 or 7.50? Okay. So that should be good. I would not be surprised if Tokyo yells at us and we need to have an updated version of that too. But we're going to find out right now. So I just updated that there. We're going to do another cargo run, let everything compile, and then we'll see. Yes, right there. Could not find server in Axum. All right, so this is in main. Could not find server in Axum. It doesn't recommend anything else. Have I used I don't remember if I've used Axum since then. We might need to go take a look at the like the changelog for it. And what might be easier? Do they have releases? They do. But there's been updates since 05. Okay. No, that's Axum Core. Oh man, so we're coming from page Axum Core is, I think, what we were looking at. Is this where a server? Breaking, removed Axum server as it was removed in Hyper 1.0. Instead, use Axum serve listener service or hyper util for more. Okay, so Axum serve listener service. That's what we want to do. So Axum serve. We don't have to bind like that. And then what are you? You are TCP listener. Was that the listener beforehand? Oh, this won't actually tell me what it was. Was it? Would it? Into make service. So I wonder if I can actually just do. I want to keep those. Let's make that serve. We run you. And then I wonder if I can get rid of this. No. Okay, so Oh, I need like a listener from, don't I? I think that's what I need, like a listener from. Oh, right, as a TC. Okay, so do I want a standard or probably a standard net TCP listener? So if I do that, I can do a from. Do I need the parse unwrap? Mismatch types. Standard net TCP listener and have similar names, but actually distinct types. Wait. No, I didn't pull both of them out. Wait. What do you want? You didn't tell me what type of TCP listener you want. But I'm guessing I pulled in the wrong type. Try that one. Ooh, okay, better. Mismatch types. Expected TCP listener found string. Okay, cool. Let listener equals Tokyo net TCP listener bind address. Oh, okay. Yeah, so let's just do this. So we'll do TCP. So we'll just call it listener like you did. So listener equals, do this TCP listener. Now you were doing bind and address. And then that can be this address. Impl feature, so we'll await you, we'll unwrap you because we really love unwraps. Okay, so that gives us a TCP listener. And then there we go. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty easy. Thank you, Vert use table. Use right. We're missing the T. TCP. Yes, exactly. Okay, so you're happy, which means I should now be able to rerun you. No, don't let from the outside world. So then Insomnia comes up, we hit send. That's all working. And to test this, let's just have hello world with only one exclamation point. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. It's gonna yell at me until I allow it, isn't it? And there we go. Okay, so we have updated the first of the lessons, or whatever the routes or whatever these things are. So that was hello world. Excellent. Let's quit you. You're done. And let's get commit you. So we updated hello world lesson to Axum 0.7.5. Okay, first one done. Next up. Let's see, data or routing? Both of the, I bet routing's gonna get into the really fun stuff. So let's save that until last. Data next. All right, so just a single thing again here. So that should be fine. Let's do data. Just to make this a little bit easier on me, we're gonna do a cargo watch. And in the meantime, yeah, okay, so in this folder, we have a, oh, this also has routes. Oh, so maybe we should do the routes first. We should probably do the routes first. Because we do routes and data. Okay, never mind. Canceling. Okay, much better. So we just only have routes in here. We don't have the data, so that should be fairly... Sure, fine, I'll just let you do it. But we should be fine now. What other areas have you used Rust for besides Axum? So I've done a bunch of stuff with front-end development too. So that would be in U.rs for the most part, although we've explored like Leptos and a few other things. We've played around with some game dev like GGEasy and Bevy before too. And then just creating some, CLI projects and stuff. So really sort of like all around the board. Okay, so are these all different routes to hit for us? It looks like it is. So if I go to, so you're going to be fine. So I have like a routes mod. So we should be able to see in here what type of routes we're expecting to use. And I think this is the only place where we have routes set up. So here it is. Oh, right. And we did cores too. That was fun. Okay, so, oh, that's a fun path. Read middleware custom header. Yeah, I'm starting to remember some of this now. Okay, so new folder. We're going to call this routes. Throw you into there. And in routes, we want a new HTTP request, which is called read middleware custom header. Nice. So this is HTTP localhost 3000 slash that, I think. Yeah, so just on slash, we do that. Now, I don't have anything telling it it's like a sub route of something else. So I think, I don't remember if I do that at all in this course or not. But okay, so if we do that, read middleware custom header, and then obviously, oh, right, then we route layered off of this route for the middleware. So that's going to be fun. Oh, you're right. Axum also did move a lot of stuff into extra like headers and such. Yeah, we're going to have to probably in this project, we're going to have to pull in another crate where they moved a bunch of stuff too. Especially in middleware and like headers and other things. It's always fun. Okay, now we just want to make sure this is working as expected. So if I send you, I got a 400 bad request, but a 400 bad request, that's my fault. So that means somewhere in here. Oh, it wants, okay, so it wants request headers, get key message, or bad request. Okay, so I need a message key. Okay, so we have a headers. Message, and we can just say hello world here. Oh, and I just get that back. So it's a sort of a mirror API where it mirrors the message that I send in. And if it can't be turned into a string, we get a bad request. So now a number can be turned into a string. So if I do something like that, I mean, it's just going to be fine. Is there, if I have, you know what? No, that works too. I don't know. I don't know what I could do to make it break. I think this is just like an error handling in the case that it can't actually turn into a string for some reason. I then insert, into an extensions. I insert this into an extension. And then the back to here, you're going to read this from the extension, the message, and then we just respond with that message. So simple enough. Okay, so that's the first route. We also have the hello world route again. So I guess we actually put this into a hello world router. So hello world, this is localhost 3000 hello world, and I think if we just send that hello world from my own file, is that right? Yes, it is. Why can't I go up? I can only go down. I'm trying to press K to go up, and I can go left, I can go right, I can go down. Okay, I can go up now. That was weird. Mirror body string. Okay, so this is probably just mirrors the body into a string that I send back. Oh no, mirror body string. I send a string in and it mirrors that back. And then the next one is JSON. Okay. So mirror body string, we're gonna do, this is a post. Now I send in the body, I think we just do plain text and I just say hello world and that just mirrors it back to me. So perfect. Easy. I don't even have to go in and look at that. Mirror body JSON is obviously going to be JSON. And I think in this case, it doesn't need to be a specific type of JSON. I think we're just sort of like, hey, as long as it's JSON, we're just going to take it. We're going to send it back. And you're also a post. Yeah. So in our body, this one will be JSON. And we'll just say something like message is hello world. Message from server, hello from Axum. So I actually, yeah, I added my own in. Oh, and apparently I do need a specific type because if I do something like this is gonna fail because this doesn't follow the right schema. So that's good to know. If I had to create a proof of concept for a client, would you use Axum still or something less strict like Express? You know, I think it would really depend. Am I supporting this? Is it going to turn into a real project at the end of this proof of concept? Who am I going to be working with? The support one is probably the biggest one. Like if it's a one-time project and I'm handing it off to a client, and then I never want to touch it again unless they pay me more money, I probably would use just something like Express, something that I believe that any developer out there knows or at least could easily learn and start using. Mostly because I don't want to be on a hook for free support for them for basically the rest of their lives. And I would be terrified that if I did this in Axum, that's exactly what would happen. So yeah, that's the main reason I wouldn't is only because of that. I think that Axum is perfectly fine to do any kind of like proof of concepts in for if like for ourselves or for people that we absolutely know we're not gonna have to support it for a really long time. Unless that's your goal. Like if you're permanently employed by them and that's the idea is that you are gonna be supporting it for a long time and you're happy with that, then yeah, I might do that. I still might be concerned about like, can we hire somebody to help me? Or am I still on the hook for this forever? Okay, so that's mirror body JSON. Path variables. Okay, so now we finally start getting into path variables. Okay, so this is a GET request. And we're going to send now. This is hard coded as 15. The next one, however, we see is not hard coded. So I think this was sort of like one of those, oh, we're just going to, show you how this works with the other one. So path variable 15, so if I did that, and it's like, I got 15. Yay, of course I did. Okay, so if I do path variables 15, and the next one here, don't do that. There you go. Is a true path variables. So if we do something like 1, 2, 3, we send that and we get this back. So perfect. Hold on, you're gonna write it in Erlang. They can't fire you now. You know what's I've always hated the idea of trying to like write code in some kind of hard to parse, hard to understand way for job security because it ends up just biting us in the butt later. Like even if it's one of those like, oh, they can't fire me, but like now you can't go on vacation, now you can't uh be promoted, you're sort of like stuck in that place. So like it's both a protection, but it's also an anchor holding you back. So it's a two-edged sword, and you're gonna cut yourself just as much as you're gonna cut your boss. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of that entire thing. But it is funny to think about, isn't it? Okay, so that's real path variables. Query params. I bet this is also gonna be. We have to use the correct query params. Let's see if we can guess which one it is. Let's see if it's another message one. So I think this is a get, right? It is. And for query params, let's try message. See if we're using the same one. Hello, the world. No, missing field ID. Okay, so you wanted message and ID. Okay, so I had half of it, right? ID, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get that back. So was sort of like, you can see like my idea here was that I'm starting to like, even in the very basics of like, hey, this is what query params are. I'm now starting to like force whoever's taking the course into like now thinking about slightly more complex objects, which is good. I like it. Isn't that why Strausstrup invented C++ just to keep himself employed forever? I mean, maybe. I actually don't remember why C++ was invented. It would be kind of hilarious if that's the reason why. But at the same time, if you want to keep yourself employed forever, I mean, building a company is like the way to do it, or inventing a new language that now you have to support and that becomes your job forevermore. I guess that's the way to keep yourself employed forever, right? He woke up one morning and chose violence and objects and classes and diamond inheritance. Okay. I don't know where I was going with that one. I probably should have had like an idea for some kind of joke with it, but okay. Have you're good. That's query. Mirror the user agent. So this is probably not one I need to do anything with. This is just gonna be a GET request, and it's gonna tell me that I'm from an Insomnia or something weird, isn't it? So mirror user agent. Ah, yeah, Insomnia 920. Perfect. Mirror custom header. So and we kind of already did that, didn't we? So what was my unique thing on this one? Which means it's gonna have to be a very specific custom header. User agent. Huh, wait. Is user agent a custom header? Oh, wait, I think I get it. This is just me grabbing it through the manual way, and then the other one was me grabbing it through the typed headers. That's what it was. Okay. So that's, yeah. So, okay. That makes more sense. A little bit weird naming choice that I had, but it works. Using Helix over VS Code, yeah, I've actually really been enjoying Helix a lot recently. So I tend to use this whenever I'm programming on my own, and then I've still been using VS Code for any courses or lessons that I do. Mostly because I don't, I'm scared that anybody taking the course will sort of like freak out over the terminal interface. That being said, there's a lot more people using CLI editors these days. I might be able to get away with it. Internal, external, and eternal screaming. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so wait, mirror custom header. Did we just do that one? We did. So middleware message. This is just a message from a middleware. I'm not having to do anything at all. So this is just another get where I don't have to worry about sending anything in. So easy. So we just send this on and we get, hello from shared data. I am a state now. And if we take a look, I believe that's up here. So we have a shared data that's being passed in to a middleware, which is right with state. But you know, where is that? Custom middleware message. Oh, this is just getting from state. Okay. It's an interesting choice of names for some of these. I don't know if I would agree with them anymore. Okay, so wait, mirror user agent, mirror custom header, middleware message. We did that. Oh, okay. And then we have with state. We have our layer cores, which I don't know the proper way to test here. When I get back, do I get the cores? I do. Access control request method varies, headers vary. Okay, so I am getting access control. Okay, so I'm getting those. So that's good to know too. Oh, always errors. Okay, so we have a route for always errors. It's a get. Now this one will be fun to touch because this will be fun to test because if it breaks when I update, how will I know? Oh, because I always error with 418. I am a teapot. That's how I know. Uh-oh. No. You are banned. Okay, so always errors that we have a returns 201. This is a post because 201 should be combined with a post. One created, excellent. And then finally get JSON, which my guess is that it just returns some JSON. And that's all we're doing here. Like I don't need to pass in any JSON. And there we go. I'm in data. Count, just a big count, and then a random username. Perfect. You watch one of the course videos. You're very easy to understand and clear speaker. Keep up the good work. Also sub. Well, thank you so much, Anthony. Okay, so I believe that's everything here. We've tested all the routes, and this is the routes lesson. So we should now be able to start working on our update. So this is gonna be fun. Let's close the buffer, open you up, and okay, this was 061. The other one was like 05 something. So we want 075. Again, we have Serde, Tokyo, and Tower HTTP. I'm guessing we're gonna have to start doing some more stuff. Also, oh yeah, right away. Fail to select a version for Axum. Required by Paction routing. Versions that met requirements 075 are 075. The package routing depends on Axum with features headers, but oh, there it is. But Axum does not have those features. So it's looking for this features headers, and I believe these got moved into Axum extras. Is that where? And we can actually go and find Axum extra v090 added typed header, which used to be in Axum. Yeah, so we need Axum extra. So I guess I'll just throw this in here for right now. And then you don't have this anymore like that. Okay. Okay. That's better. A bunch of errors though. So this is gonna be this is the fun part. Unresolved imports, Axum headers, right? Because it's not coming from Axum anymore. So we need to go to mirror user agent is our first place. So yes, you don't. In fact, this entire line is broken. So now we get to typed header. Remove. Wait. Why is it an unnecessary async? Do I need to pull in a feature for Axum Extra? You don't really have much in there. The following optional features are available. So if I want typed header, we need the feature typed header. So yes. Okay, so we'll get that. Features equals you. Did you restart? I can't tell. Let's go ahead and I don't think you're going to be able to find it yet until I restart ELSP. No. Okay, wait. This actually figured it out. Cool. Okay, so you're happy there, and then user agent. Import you. And okay, you are happy. So now we get a bunch of let's full screen this. Right. So we also have servers this. So we're going to do our listener. This was a what? TCP listener from Tokyo. Bind using you. We await unwrap you. We are going to just serve. We want the listener now. And then we also want the make service, which is app.into make service. Okay, so that makes you happy. Okay, the method call chain might not have had the expected associated types. The trait bound allow methods from method 2 is not satisfied. Oh, so cores changed. How does this work now? Says the value of that. So cores layer new, allow methods, method get, method post. That seems fine, but are you because you can't find method? I'm using to get method, right? HP method, okay. Come on, go away, stop. Or Or is this that I need new cores later? Okay, hold on, that's really loud. Let me, I'm gonna close the window really quickly. Garbage trucks in the alley behind the house. Okay, so it's a trait. Is a trait bound is not satisfied, the following other types implement trait from T. Allow methods. Now I wonder if this is just a version mismatch now. Where does cores layer come from? Is that okay? So it's not. I didn't pull it in directly. So that I wonder if I'm getting that through Tower HTTP. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I'm getting this from Tower HTTP 3.4. There. Use Tower HTTP cores layer. And now you're upset. I must need to pull in something to get that to work. Let's go to the Axum documentation. And I wonder if we can find something, if they have like an example of cores in here. Oh, don't they have it like in middleware? They have like standard cores somewhere in here. It's like vaguely remember seeing it at some point in time. Okay, there's some examples we can go find. It's not what I want. Yeah, because I bet if we went back in time to like 0, I don't know, let's just go back to one of the random ones. No, okay, so it actually wasn't one of those. All right, so go to middleware. Oh, commonly used middleware. Cores layer. There we go. Do you have a example of cores in here before we go to the... No, I don't think so. Okay. Module tower HTTP core. So they sent me to 052, which is the latest. Here's what we want to do. That's what we were seeing. Available on create feature cores only. And we do see Tower HTTP feature cores. Oh, you think they made Axum cores cargo? Well, what's interesting though is that this is the latest Tower HTTP. But that's a good point. I wonder if in Axum... Yeah, okay, so this is Axum middleware latest, commonly used, cores, for handling cores. Yeah, so they're suggesting we use Tower HTTP cores. as opposed to like a different middleware. But yeah, it would make sense for them to do that, wouldn't it? Because it'd be easy to like then just sort of like pull into a project, but that's not what the docs say here. So I'm guessing that this is what they sort of want you to do. Now my let's update tower HTTP to 052 and see if that sort of magically fixes the problem. So save you should attempt to rebuild. Now I'm not seeing this yell at me anymore, so maybe that actually just did it. Oh, wait. Did you retract the message? Oh, that message was fine, Abdul. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that was it. You're happy. So next thing. In middleware, we have next. Struct next takes 0 generic arguments, but 1 generic was supplied. Okay. So this no longer takes in generics, is what I'm hearing. So that's great. Mismatch types expected struct Axum HTTP request body found struct Axum HTTP request B. Okay. Now request, oh, because this, okay, so that means this just becomes a body like that. But if you're that, I don't need that anymore. I mean, sure. No matter what, no matter what I say, it asks me to give it permission over and over and over again, which is not fun. But okay, so that's great. Ooh, no more errors. This is just running. So we should be able to test this out now. So get JSON, still works. 201, always errors, always errors. Okay, so far so good. All right, I'm happy with this. Everything is as it should be and still working. Okay, we have updated the route side. Let's go ahead and commit this. And I'm going to buffer close all that too. Okay, so we updated routes lesson, I guess Axum routes lessons. Axum routes route lessons to version 0.7.5. All right, so that wasn't too hard. I vaguely remember that the last time we did an update to 0.6 from like 0.5 or whatever it was pretty nasty. That one was actually much harder. So that's great. It's not too bad. We have one more, data. Now with data, we're gonna need a database up and running, aren't we? So that's gonna be an entire thing. So let's see what we want to do. I want to start maybe the Express server. Wait, no, I don't need to do an Express server. This is the server. I just need the database up and running, right? Which means It's down you and there's our compose file. So if I just do a docker compose ps, are you up and running? You are up and running. Let's down you. And we'll go ahead and just up this for our profile. And that'll be it. So docker compose up. Probably should have -d'd that. Huh, it's trying to launch Axum as part of that, which might be a problem. Yeah, let's cancel that. Okay, what are you trying to do? So our database doesn't have a profile, so this should launch no matter what. Node.js Express only launches on one of those profiles. API test only launches on Axum, JS View, Axum. Well, that would be it. There is no profile for this, so we should add in a profile section and put that under Axum. There. So now, if I up this, it only brings up the database. It doesn't try to bring up Axum anymore. Excellent. And then if we come up here, we're going to do a cargo watch. And let's see if this works. Looks like it does. Okay, so probably caring about the routes the most, because I think that's where it has all the stuff. And I must have a .env file somewhere that it's pulling this up from, because we're not in the Docker container where it's getting, environment variables from that. Ooh. Or not. Okay, so what happened here? Exited. Okay, called unwrap on an error value. SQLX error pool timed out. Okay, so we attempted to connect to SQLX. Did I do SQLX on this, or is that just the pool that I'm using? So my database connection, oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm using, no, okay, this is inside of cargo registry. So this is not mine. Oh, because it's not, okay, so it's not my database connection. Got it. Database, okay, so in app routes, okay, so in library, we connect the database to database URI, which we pass in through run. Database URI we get from .env. Okay, that makes sense. But I don't seem to have a .env file here, which makes me think that maybe, just maybe, that's the reason why none of it's working, is that we're going to have to touch a .env and add this in. So we need a what exactly? just a database URL is the only thing we care about here. So database URL. Now, if I remember correctly, we're just going to go to PostgreSQL localhost because I'm not running in Docker, so it thinks it's localhost. 5432 is Postgres. Oh, but it's username password first, right? So username is Postgres. Password is key. I remember this one. Keyorb. Shoot. Keyborb. Okay, I don't remember it. I misspelled the password. I do remember that. Keyorbcat. That's what it is. Okay, so Postgres, Keyorbcat at localhost that, and then I think it's the default database, so that will be Postgres again. So if we run you, let's cargo watch this again, and hopefully this should bring it back up and start working again. Let's see. Schizophrenic developer, hello. How are you doing today? Do I have some experience with server sent events? I mean, I've learned about them, but I've never really used them before. So not really. Just use OS environment variables. Why using .env file? I mean, I don't like setting environment variables in this terminal, something like that. I keep on forgetting to do it every time. So having the .env file is great for then not having to remember what I need to put into that every time. And I really hate using environment variables that are not like specific for one project or not. So that's why I end up using .env files. Instead of Insomnia, use Bruno. It's a wait. There's a little heart behind it. Is it just Bruno? Is that the tool? I will take a look at that. Check out Bruno, sort of like API tester tool. Similar to Insomnia. All right. I will add that to my list to check out. Okay, that still timed out though. So you're still unhappy. Did you have anybody try to connect to you? No, you're fine. You're up and running. 5432. That's all good. You are exposed in port 5433. Got it. Okay. So, no, this is not good. So 5433. Let's try this again and see if this works. Okay. So, what routes do we have? Let's see. Create routes. Oh, we did. I forgot. We did manual authentication as part of this course, where we created users. We did all that fun stuff inside of here. Okay, that failed too. Well, that makes me wonder. Yeah. Okay. So it failed when attempting to connect to the database. We get the database URI here, and then line 8, we attempt to connect. So if I just do a debug of database URI, could not compile. Wait, why? Oh, I'm apparently missing a jot secret. Okay. So jot secret, we'll just do that, except probably not semicolon. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so there's a database URI. That looks correct. So I can get rid of you now. And we'll see whether or not this works. All right, so let's go back to routes, and now users logout. I mean, I guess we'll just start creating these one at a time. So intro to Axum, let's create a new folder, and this will be called data. It hasn't crashed yet. That's a good sign. All right. Users logout, you are a post request. $3,000 to users logout without 2 slashes. So if I just send that, ooh, header of type authorization is missing. So I can't actually test that one until I have something else. But we can do our hello world. Okay, so hello world. I guess I started every single one with a hello world on it. Get hello world, hello world. It's a get request. Ooh, I'm like adding in these slashes here, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so hello world, if we do that, hello world requires that too. Okay, cool. Function layer, middleware with state. Oh, this is my guard. I got you. These, okay, so the way that we have these set up is that these two routes require authentication to be active in order for us to use it. So these are guarded routes. So obviously we can't really test them until we've logged in. So the rest of these are my thing. So we should be fine here. So let's take a look at the next one. So in fact, I'm going to create a new folder. We're going to call guarded. And then we're going to have a new request. Validate data is a post. Validate data, and then you need a request user that has a username and password, and that's all we're really caring about it. So body JSON username, say Zerker. Okay, then my completely unguessable password. So if we send that, we get 200 okay because it validated the data. Okay. Now if I added something else in here, I believe, so like another thing. Oh, I guess that's okay. I need to like take out the password and then it would say, hey, bad request. Okay, perfect. So I want undo. Oh, I can't undo. I'm too lazy to write the entire thing back again. Okay, so you're happy. Custom JSON extractor. I keep on closing data. I don't want to do that. Okay, custom JSON extractor. Is this a post? And I want, okay, so we're just debugging this so we can see this come out here. And okay, so we get a from request, extracts request user. Request user is username and password. Okay, so it's the exact same thing. So username must be a valid email. Oh, okay, fine. Not a real email. Don't send that to it. You'll get a bounce. Okay, so let's see. That's happy. Tasks. Okay, so now we finally get into the entire creating a task thing. So when we post to get a to create a task, and my guess is that I just need, I wonder if it's just like a name and this would be like do something cool. Header of top authorization is missing. So task is guarded. So I can't do that one yet. Get all tasks. I bet all of these are going to be in there. But let's see. I wonder if we should do users to create a user first, and then we can come back to the guarded ones and deal with that. I'm also interesting because this is not guarded by the middleware. In create task. Oh, because I created a custom extractor named authorization. Wait, did I? No, I just put all this stuff in here. Okay. And then later on we showed, oh well, here, you could do it better with this middleware in here too. Okay, that makes sense. But let's go ahead and create a user. It's gonna be a post. Users, I want to probably JSON. What do I need? Just a username and a password. That's all I really care about here. So username is, let's use Brooke Cirker. And for password, this is going to be the best possible password. There we go. And now we have a token. So now I can take this token and use it in an authorization with, for example, hello world. So you need auth. I think we're setting these with these, right? So like authorization, I think. And I can't remember if I'm just doing that or invalid. Is it, did I use a bearer token? I did. Okay. So bearer token with that. That's great. Then, okay, so that's hello world log out. We'll have to log in next, but that'll be fine. Yeah, thank you for that. Bear for you. Okay, 200 log out, which means that if I attempt to get hello world again, this should fail. Yeah, you are not authorized. So now I need to create, no, I need to log in now. That is a post, probably with username and password again. Wait, I want, yeah, there we go. Okay, body, we're gonna send in, my guess is just username, which we did Berserker, and password, which was the most amazing password. Oh, that was a string, wasn't it? That makes it more secure, right? There we go. We get our token, and we can start using this again. Okay, so perfect. Now we come back to tasks. I want to create this. We do headers, add authorization. Okay, missing field title. So you are not a name, you are a title. Oh, yeah, and that was it. That was all I needed. Oh, Hunter 2. We should create a user for Hunter 2. We could. I'll just create a task for Hunter 2. That's easier. Okay, so there we go with that. That's a post to create all tasks. Now we can get all the tasks. And so this was create tasks. Why are you doing that sometimes? I want... Yeah, okay, so sometimes I can get it to do the little pop-up thing to create a new one, and sometimes it opens up that, which is not what I want at all. But I don't understand why. Here, oh, you know what I can just do? I can just let's see, create task. Let's just duplicate create task to get all tasks. You'll be a get to tasks. There is no body. Missing request extension of type CORM database DB connection. Database connection was not found. Well, that's not great. What happened here? So in get all tasks, I want to get this extension database with a database connection, which makes sense. But database connection was not found. And this was a get, right? Yeah, okay, so it's a get / tasks, which it is, okay. Best password, of course. And then we have the query. Oh, forget task query params. It's my priority is an option, so that means I don't need to have it, right? Because like whatever priorities are, which I don't remember what priorities we have set up. I guess actually, oh, we're trying to find that, because once we get all the tasks, then we can actually see what these are. But why didn't you get this for the database connection? Now, I'm curious, because if I go up to create tasks, this database connection worked just fine. Oh, but look, this is a state database connection, and this is an extension database connection. I wonder if I updated this at some point in time and I forgot to do it. So I probably want to do that, just switch over to you. Sure. And now it works. Okay, perfect. Right, and we had 2 default tasks that we added in here too. I forgot about that. That was fun. So I'm a task. You can complete me by checking the box, see my details. So these are 2 default tasks. And then we have do something cool and Hunter 2. Okay, so they have no priorities. The other 2 have priority A and B though. And so we can also add in an optional query parameter where I'm looking for priority like A. And it just gives me the priority A or something like that. So good to know. Okay, so this get all tasks is now working. Get one task. Is it like a right click? Is it a okay? How did I get that up? Was that a long click? Oh, it's holding down the click. That's what it is. Okay. So you are that. Get one task. For this specific task, I need to remember what this was. So get all tasks. Let's get that Hunter 2 one. So ID 5. And that just works because apparently I didn't add auth into this one. So that's fine. Atomic update. So this is update everything. Atomic update, which is a put. Okay, so then, task ID. So you're gonna be, let's do 4. So we're not gonna update your hunter 5 because that. Oh no, you what? Let's do 5. This will be fine. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna say JSON, and then we have to sort of figure out what we want from this. So if we get one task and we see this is what we got back, I can copy you and ID we don't update, but we're gonna leave the title the same. Priority is gonna become A because Hunter 2 top priority. Description suggested by Diablo D3, not deleted at, and then my user ID. And I don't think I can change those. I think I can do that. So if we send you trailing comma, there we go. You're updated, and now we can go get one task, and it has been updated. And then exactly the same thing, but a patch. So I might as well just duplicate this, and we'll do a partial update. And the big difference here is that, let's say I wanted to not change the title. We're just going to change the priority to B. And that's it. Oh, missing field title. I need to have title, apparently. Oh, what did I do? Title. Oh, put still. Never mind. That's why. Patch. Now we'll be fine. There we go. Now we're happy. So now we go back to get one task again. Everything else is the same. I didn't lose any data, but we changed the priority. So that's working as expected. And then we have delete. So let's not delete 5 because that's yours, Diablo. We'll delete 4, the one I created. So I don't think we have to send anything else. We do a delete. Missing field soft. Query string. Okay, so I need, if it's soft, true or false, right? So we're going to do true. That's okay. If we now get all tasks, it doesn't show up in here anymore, but it's still in the database with a deleted at field, true or not. Okay, and then create user, we got that, and then login, we have that as well. And that was it. That was everything. So we can now test that all of this stuff is working as expected after we do our update. So this will be fun. All right, so I'm guessing that we're gonna have to do more than just Axum, but we'll figure it out. I don't have. Oh, we have headers here, so we're definitely gonna have to bring in Axum extra too. So 075. We know we have to remove headers. We'll save you, and then I want to go find that other cargo toml, not Okay, so where was it? It was in Axum. Cargo Tomo is one of these. Not you. This one. Okay, so throw that in there, and then you'll be happier. Okay, and what file should we start with? You know what? We'll just go to main and see how we're feeling. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll full screen this, and we'll start getting rid of stuff. So first off, oh right, I forget that Suram does this thing where it's like, hey, we need to do this, and I would like to not care about you, so we're just gonna say allow not used. Unused imports, that's what it is. Okay. The server thing. So that listener. Okay, so we grab you. We're going to do a serve now. Hey, don't do that. Or that. Okay, give me this listener. And then app.into-make-service. We await unwrap you. Okay, you're happy. Okay, could not find these headers from here. That's fine. And typed header from there is also fine. But obviously we need to import you from typed header. Authorization and bearer. Ooh, okay, so this is in our custom extractor. Conflicting implementations of trait from request in Axum core. Okay, so what do you want? So extract private via parts for type custom JSON extractor request user. All right. I haven't looked at the new versions of custom extractors yet, so this will be interesting. So now what's interesting is that it's conflicting, which means that this can hit multiple things. Upstream crates may add new import of trait Axum body, HTTP body for type Axum core via parts in future versions. They don't want us to do that anymore. Oh. Interesting. Let's go see if we can find instructions for this. So we're in tower. I don't need to be in tower. Axum. Extractors. Do you have a list of custom extractors here? Implementation should depend on the Axum core crate instead of Axum if possible. Okay, so maybe that's what the problem is. Okay, so impl from request user, from request, Axum extract from request. Okay, so if I take you out, no, that's still from there. Oh, do I need like a from request as part of feature flag or something? Or oh, do we need to pull in Axum core directly? Is Axum core not re-exported? Still Axum. From request parts. Okay, what was I doing? I was doing from request. Oh, that is from extract from request. Okay, so that was correct. So this is their documentation for how to do this, but here is the new way. So we'll re-import you. Did I just quit? I just hit the Q button by accident. All right, so how does this work? So we have our async trait like that, impl s. Oh, so we no longer have b, so it's just s. From request s for request user, which is what we got. Okay, where we have bytes from request s. Although we had to do this extra, didn't we? So like I still might need this. Renato, ciao. How are you doing today? Let's see. I think I'm gonna just comment these out. Until we know that we need B again. Okay, S is send plus sync. There we go with that. Okay. Type rejection equals response. So we're doing that. Status code and string. And then we have our async function from request. Okay, so there's our from request. Request is now just request. We don't have this B anymore, like that. But you're missing generics. Axum extract request. Is that what you are? I can't tell. No. Oh, you're from HTTP request. So if I get rid of you, you become extract request. Okay, you're happier. We have our state, but we're ignoring that. This no longer seems to have any errors. That's a good sign. Okay, nothing more in this file. Okay. Failed to resolve headers from you, and then typed header. That makes sense. Typed header comes from Axum extra. Import all view. Okay, that's great. Next, you don't have any generics anymore. I remember that. Which means if you don't have any generics, you don't have any. This request, I think, is the wrong request too. Where did I get that from? There it is. HTTP request. So import that from extract request. Okay. Ooh, we're just on to warnings now. ID is never read. Really? I wonder if that's okay. I will allow you. Wait, what is it? It's unread. It's dead code. Allow dead code for that one. And you two are never read, so I also want to allow dead code for you two. Okay, happy. No more errors, no more warnings. You seem to be running just fine, which means time for us to test everything. Okay, so we have our unguarded things first. So starting off with you. If I create a brand new user, let's call this, you want to do Hunter2 as new user. Same password. Okay, so we have a brand new token. Custom JSON extractor. That works. Validate data. That works. Okay, let's log out. So I think for testing purposes, I'll put this at the top. So for our headers, throw in that token, and we can log out. We need to log in now. Out of laziness, I logged in as the other user. Okay, and so now we can start doing fun things. So if I want to get all tasks, makes more sense next. Okay, so I'm a task, you complete me. Okay, so we get that. So we can, if I want to delete a task, let's delete task 2. So that's okay. Get all tasks. It's gone. Atomic update. Let's do 3. We could do update 3 or, oh, you know what? We can just do C and that. So if we do that, okay. Get all tasks. There, that's now C, that's fine. Partial update. Let's bring it back up to A again. And then we'll get one task, which is that one task. It's A. Excellent. Create a task. Let's do what's another task? We'll do check out Bruno. You can get all tasks to see. Oh, for one unauthorized. That would explain that. So if I log in again, grab you, I want to see create tasks. Okay. Get all tasks. There's the checkout Bruno task. And then, of course, we got our hello world. Your session has expired. Wait, did I set it to like 5 minutes? I vaguely remember us setting the session to like really short. So we can test that. There we go. And we get everything is working. So now all of the data lessons are working. Perfect. Okay, so we updated Axum, or I guess just data. Let's do Axum. Axum backend data lessons to Axum 0.7.5. Okay, those are all done. Now, it is 11:28. And initially I was thinking I would be able to stream until 1 o'clock, but I realized that I actually have an appointment later on, and so I actually have to like get ready for that. So I have to, my hard stop is around 12, which is in half an hour, and that's not enough time for us to go through the entire project. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to save the project for next stream, which unfortunately is going to have to be next week on Monday, because I have a bunch of other things I need to do this week, the rest of the week. So that's the plan. We're going to work on the project next week, get that all updated, and then going just fine. But what I can do is I can push all this stuff up right now before I forget. So let's go ahead and push all of this up. And excellent. I will share the, let's go find the URL for that too. In fact, I can do this right now, can I? GitHub repo. Can I just see the repo? It's a GitHub repo view. That like fully just shows the repo readme, which is not helpful. Okay, fine. Let me just open up the web app. And let's see, where is my, I want my Twitch dashboard, and I will, you remind me later. Okay, sounds good. Ignore. There you go. Okay, so there's the URL on Twitch side, and let me go find YouTube. Where is YouTube Studio? I probably should have just sent that out on Restream, but okay. And there is the URL for that. Okay, so both chats now, you have access to that. If you want to go take a look at these updates and the lessons, those are now live. Just remember that they're in the updating to Axum 0.7.5 branch. Otherwise, you'll not see anything. Next week, we'll go over and we'll do the project, which was a full to-do app project. And that's we'll get that updated to 0.75, and I'll see if I can Dockerize it, but I don't know how hard I'm really gonna work on that because it wasn't Dockerized before, and I'm a little bit concerned about like breaking other people's workflows, so I'm going back and forth with that. But that being said, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back next week on Monday for more streaming fun and goodness. Otherwise, I'm on Discord. I'm online, so you can reach out to me on X, Discord, LinkedIn, wherever you want. I have links sort of in my various profiles everywhere, so you can go find me there. Docker is a sin. I mean, yeah, but also it's kind of nice. And isn't that what we're supposed to do? Is just sin constantly? All right. Who are we raiding? We don't have that many people. Is there anybody we want to raid? I don't have. Let's see. I have my window on super small, so I can't actually see anything. Well, they updated the raid channel. Oh, weird. The entire raid channel thing is updated. Now I can see just random people that I've never seen before. Yeah, sort by for me. And it's interesting. I'll have to take a look at that later. Chantilly, hello and goodbye. Have a great one. Thank you. I hope you have a great day too. Whoever's on there that's not Tej, is that because Tej is too big right now? Too many people? There's a bunch of people who are doing like co-working sessions or not English. I don't know. The new interface for rating is overwhelming for me. Okay, following. Well, Tej obviously I'm following, but he has 222 viewers. Let's see. Nobody else that I'm following is doing coding stuff. Search and filter for Rust. No, that's just okay. That's just the game. I'm so okay. This is too confusing now of a thing. I don't know who to do anymore. I have to look through like their entire thing. Okay, I'm just gonna to not raid right now. I need to look through their entire raid interface and figure out how to use it now, because finding people is now actually harder. It feels like. So that's cool. Love it when companies update and add more complexity to their interface. But anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you all online. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye.